Welcome back to our special coverage of the Prime Minister, who's now just left from his residence at 7 Lok Kalyan Marg for the Parliament, where he will be participating in the puja ceremony that is to take place as far as the installation of the Sengol is concerned. My colleague Pragya has brought us all the details of what exactly is expected inside the house when the Prime Minister arrives there. He is expected to enter with a Mangal Vadyam being performed on both sides. Then he will pay floral tributes at the Gandhi statue. Those are live pictures coming out from Vijay Chowk, where the Prime Minister's cavalcade is now just about to enter the Parliament House. Those are live pictures coming in from just below Raisina Hill, and you can see that is the Prime Minister's vehicle with the national flag fluttering over there. To reach, we will very soon be bringing pictures from inside Parliament for our viewers, where we will see all the rituals, all the ceremonies take place in just a few moments. Let me quickly take this across, in fact, to our panelists who are with us. Shekhar Iyer continues to be with us. Shekhar Iyer, a very, very important moment, and the kind of rituals, the kind of ceremonies that we had seen during the groundbreaking of a ceremony of the same new Parliament structure, this is far more detailed because it is also the Sengol that is to be installed. And we also have, all right, before I go across to Shekhar Iyer, we have a response coming in from the Union Railway Minister, Mr. Ashwini Vaishnav. Let's listen into that.
खास मौका है और जिस तरह से कई विपक्षी दलों ने बाइकॉट का निर्णय लिया है कांग्रेस सहित, तो क्या आपको लगता है कि अंतिम क्षण में भी उनको एक बार पुनर्विचार फिर से करना चाहिए अपने फैसले पर?
जरूर पुनर्विचार करना चाहिए, जरूर इसमें पार्टिसिपेट करना चाहिए। धन्यवाद।
Opposition parties should have a rethink as far as the boycott is concerned. That's the appeal coming in this morning from Ashwini Vaishnav, the Union Railway Minister. Let me take this back to Shekhar Iyer. Shekhar Iyer, one thing that is very certain is that the manner in which it's happening on a very grand scale today, not just the inauguration ceremony that is going to take place post-noon, but even the kind of visuals, the kind of optics that we're seeing, is there a message there for the southern states, from Sringeri Mutt to the Adinams who have been present and in fact were greeted by the Prime Minister late last evening as well? Is there a larger messaging at play over here?
Good morning, Madhav. Definitely, there is a lot of symbolism involved in today's events. The fact that traditional, all the prayers are being done for the success of this new institution, rather the new structure of an old institution, goes to show that, the traditional values, that many people, even when they enter into a new flat, they do a lot of Vastu Puja, they do a lot of to ensure that there are no negative energies. So similarly, apart from the fact that that we have secular tradition, but at the same time, for a lot of Indians, I do not know about how opposition parties would think, but for a lot of Indians, when they see something coming up in tune with their beliefs, in tune with their prayers that this country must prosper, this country must have a great future, and all that can be done, in terms of prayer. This prayer is a universal prayer, so that, from now on, we are moving into a new phase, and definitely there is a very, very strong belief system that the new structures bring in their own energy, bring in their own dynamism. Therefore, there is a lot of hope, and that's
a very important moment. Shekhar, yeah, just a moment. I'd just like to tell our viewers what exactly is going on. On the right side of the screen, you can see the main gate number 1 of the old Parliament. Opposite that is the Makar Dwar of the new Parliament building. The Prime Minister currently is walking between these two gates of the old and the new Parliament, and he's walking down towards the Gandhi statue, a statue which is, of course, a very important part of Parliament. Very often you see opposition leaders protesting over there. The Prime Minister expected to pay floral tributes at the Gandhi statue before he goes forward and completes the ritual part or the ceremonies as far as the Sengol and a Havan that is expected to take place this morning as well. So there you see the Prime Minister, in fact, walking up. He is about to reach the Gandhi statue, being greeted there by the Speaker, Om Birla, in fact, at whose invitation he is inaugurating the Parliament House's new structure, the Lok Sabha chamber, in fact, that would be inaugurated today. And in fact, at the moment, taking off his footwear just before he arrives at the Gandhi statue. Very, very important moment. Shekhar Iyer, please go ahead. We are seeing how the Prime Minister and the Speaker are arriving at the Gandhi statue, and of course are in a few moments also going to be taking part in these ceremonies, in these rituals, as far as the new Parliament's inauguration is concerned. Shekhar Iyer.
Madhav, we can see that the Prime Minister is today is sporting dhoti, the traditional dhoti. Normally the Prime Minister prefers different gear. But today he is wearing the dhoti. Normally, people wear this traditional dress while performing prayers and when there are very important spiritual and religious functions. So you can see that the Prime Minister himself is in this new gear because he will be participating in all these prayers. There is going to be Sarva Dharma prayers also, all religious prayers. So, this is a nation of which believes in prayers, which believes in, developing a positive attitude. That is what is coming across. Of course, today's boycott may make headlines for some time, but ultimately what will stand, as the days pass by, the fact that here is something that is going to cater to the future needs. We all know that delimitation will have to take place in 2026 when the number of members of parliament will go up in accordance with our country's population. So the Prime Minister's approach has been to think ahead and prepare for the requirements of the future, whether it is highways, whether it is other infrastructure. Similarly, this building is going to cater to the future. So that is very important point to note. The debate about what was the need for a building, of course, is sought to be revived again. The whole problem with opposition has been their approach to this has been rather very confusing. There are many people who feel, yes, there will be delimitation. You can't, 750 people or 800 people when the full strength of the Lok Sabha, say, increases after 2026. They can't be accommodated in a 543-member house. It's very difficult. So these are some of the practical problems, and also in keeping with new technology, when you're talking of paperless parliament, when you're talking of modern technology to aid the members of parliament in their work. When all these things come, you do need a new infrastructure. So there is a lot of ideas, concepts, which has gone into making of this building. And indeed, even opposition leaders privately acknowledge that this has been built at a very short time to meet the requirements of the future. Madhav.
Okay, all right.